We were approached by Mayor Palmieri about the Court Street location in addition to some sites on the arterial. When we came to the city to look at the location that we ended up at Court and State, and we're very happy to be there. But obviously with a large construction project, the traffic patterns are going to be altered. And until that project's complete, we really won't know what the store can or will do. It's doing great. Obviously when the arterial project, even when the construction workers come back, I mean the store is definitely going to pick up. But it's a fantastic location, and we're pleased and think that we're only going to get happier. And the mayor made some assurances, sat us down with New York State DOT about the length of the arterial project, and when we realized that there was really an opportunity on a Court and State, we committed to that project and went through the planning and zoning process for that. I think the same meeting where we did the Culver Ave zoning application and then we did the Court Street application. So we decided at that time to pursue the Culver Ave location, and when we pursued it, it was what's the existing C.J. Birth facility, and then we had the properties that would be to the west behind it under contract. We would have had more separation from the neighbors by pushing the building forward. We would have been able to incorporate some of the neighbors' stormwater problems. We received the zoning variances initially from the zoning board. We were brought to court by one of the residents in 1262 Culver Ave Realty. And the judge said, which was the bad news for Stewarts, you didn't provide enough financial information to show the hardship. Well, between the contamination in the ground, the fact that the building's been for sale for 12 years, I don't think that there's any wonder or worry that those guys face a financial hardship. Again, when the judge made his ruling, the ruling was not to overturn the use variance, it was to require Stewarts to bolster the financial aspects of it. When they purchased that property, they were unaware of the environmental contamination. They've faced fines from DEC. They've had to do testing. They've had to do monitoring. As a component of the sale, Stewarts will come in and take care of the environmental contamination, which we believe is a community benefit. And after that, then we'll demolish the building and put up a new Stewarts. We feel we have an obligation to the community when we come in to be a community partner. If everything fell my way and my New Year's resolution or my Christmas wish, other than to lose 20 pounds, was granted, you'd see a Stewarts open there, in the June, July period.
I've had conversations with them, and there's no question at this point. They love the market. On these two sites, Stewarts has come out. They were both contaminated. They're both under the guidelines of DEC. They had to be remediated. Stewarts is coming in, and obviously we've seen what they happen over on State Street. It's a beautiful site, and we're looking for the same type of glamour and beauty over on Culver Ave. The remediation of it, tax dollars, new employees, and sales tax. I think it's a win-win situation for everybody, and I think the neighborhood is going to be very much in love with Stewarts and what they bring to the city.
He originally approached us about coming to the city. The first thing he did was he got me Utica greens. And after that, I was sold. We brought him the Culver Avenue location. We built 9 buildings this year. If everything goes according to plan, we'll probably build 12 or more next year. When you look at an aerial of where Stewarts is and where Stewarts isn't, the Utica Rome area has been one that we have not built in, but I think in the coming years, you're going to see a number of stores pop up. We identified the city of Utica as a multi-store market and do anticipate building multiple stores in the city. And I think that really parlays into how we do our community partnership with the example of our holiday match program. Oneida County contributed approximately $30,000 to holiday match. Stewarts will match that. So $60,000 in donations will be returning to nonprofit organizations throughout the county. People were very adamant about the fact that when a PTA needs something, when a Little League needs something, whether it's uniforms or jerseys and stuff like that, Stewarts is always a partner. The company does about $2.5 million in donations, and then the Dake family, who owns Stewarts, does about another $4 million in their family foundations. And that's about $6.5 million a year that go to charities in our marketplace. So now that you have a Stewarts in Utica, you can start to see us become the community partner that we hope other companies would be.
We're looking at this point not to be this only 2 sites. We think it's a great opportunity for them to expand their businesses here. We look forward to having them coming in this area. I think they're going to blend extremely well into the neighborhood. I think they bring that professionalism, the warmth of a family-owned business.